High fly ball out to straightaway center. The catch is made out there by McCutchen, and that's the first.
Batting fifth, the left fielder, Dom Thompson.
At the plate, Dom Thompson, and he's a guy who's been absolutely terrific over the last couple of series, really swinging it well. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a bit too high with that one. It's 1-0. One out, nobody on. Now the 1-0.
At the ball.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches, and when he's getting the ball in the zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
And this will be fouled away. Now a swing and a ball hit high in the air into shallow left center. Morrison comes on and makes the catch in shallow left for out number 2. Digging in, Tyler Austin, and he really thrives in the batter's box here at home. Something to keep an eye on in this one. Santana gets the sign. First pitch on the way. Unable to find the zone with the slider.
After watching that one go by and a ball being called, you could rest assured he knows he's not getting away with another one of those. I guarantee you he's going to be aggressive on this next pitch.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Santana, a native of the Dominican Republic. He's a 5-year vet at the major league level.
Yeah, Matty, to play 14 years in the big leagues without question, I can't tell you what this guy's seen. Add in the minor league stops, he's seen every corner of this nation right here. He's been on buses, he's been on charter planes, he's seen every part of what baseball has to offer.
2 balls and a strike to the Yankees first baseman. Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. And now it'll rattle up against the wall. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away. So perhaps some new life in the inning here with a 2-out double in the second. And as that graphic shows us, he currently leads the Yankees in that category. At the plate now, Nick Franklin, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He'll enter play with that batting average still shy of the 220 mark. 4 home runs and 14 driven in. Pulled toward right center field. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday night baseball after this. So coming to the plate, number 23. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Nope. Ball one. Count 1-0.
Count now, a ball and a strike. Swing and a liner, but foul. Line toward right center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Hey, there's a base hit to lead off the third inning. Talk about having a lot of traffic, D-Roll. He's given up several hits already, so he's been in the stretch most of the game.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Dan. That is the name of the game for this offense. They're trying to get this guy in the stretch. Hopefully he misses over the heart of the plate like he's been doing so far up until this point.
At the plate, Jose Reyes. Line softly to the right side. Foul. Again, another foul ball. And there's a line drive base hit to left field.
Hey, you know what? You could slowly start to see that batter leak out over the plate. That was 3 straight pitches on the outer half, and he was able to dive out there and get an opposite field single. Nice job.
Standing in now, Mike Moustakas. As the first pitch misses high and inside for ball 1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Now the 1-0. Here's a little chopper up the middle, scooped up, and there's one down now. One away now in the Pittsburgh third, and set to stand in the ultra-dangerous Giancarlo Stanton. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Lays off 1-0. Two balls and no strikes, the count to Stanton.
Boy, this is one of those tricky spots for a pitcher, right? You have an open base, but you have a guy on deck that can do a lot of damage. Not a good spot to be in if you're a pitcher right now.
Hit on the ground to short. Crawford's got it. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. Throw won't get him. Chris Davis at the plate now, looking to follow up the RBI single from his first at-bat.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. But facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Davis is hitting over 400. Doesn't matter if you're talking about a series of games or a whole career. That's an impressive figure.
You want to talk about having a career season, Matty. This guy's batting average is through the roof, one of the best in the business. And maybe more importantly, his OPS is through the roof as well, which means he's doing it with damage.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2. Now a swing and a miss, maybe even a foul tip, but it's held onto behind the plate for out number 2.
Really impressive pitching right there. Sometimes as a pitcher you can get frustrated when you make a good pitch and you don't get that call from the umpire, but what does he do? He comes back with a good pitch and gets the strike.
So now Carlos Santana, as he'll take a look at ball 1. 2 down, runners at first and second. A ball and a strike.
Even though it's early on in this one, anytime you get runners in scoring position, you'd like to knock them in. Well,
this won't get over the second baseman's glove as he's got it to end the inning. One in the inning for the Pirates on a couple of hits. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Pirates 2 and the Yankees nothing. Digging in, number 66. He was 1 for 4 in Sunday's affair.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
Hey, either this hitter needs a cup of coffee or he was sitting off speed right there.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Hit down the third baseline, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning. And with that, we give you a look here at what's happening in the race in the National League Central.
Brandon Crawford.
Set to get his evening at the plate started, Brandon Crawford. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Right side. Fastball right back to the mound. And he'll just flip this on to first for the second out of the inning. Next for New York, Paul Brannon. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Runs up and gets this one down. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
The bat, the designated hitter, Lee Heath.
So now to the plate, Sleeve Heath, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at bat. Now a throw over, and he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. 2 out with the man at first. Runners off for second. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. And Stanton will put this one away, and the inning is over. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. Back with more here on a Tuesday night after this. New inning set to get underway, and standing in the outfielder, Andrew McCutchen.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
First delivery to him on the way. No balls and 1 strike.
Man, the batter's eyes lit up right there. A hanger just a little bit out in front. Couldn't keep it fair.
1-1 to Andrew McCutchen. Fastball just inside.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch.
If I'm in the box right now, I'm coming unglued. He is going to throw something over the heart of the plate.
The 3-1 pitch. And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin stanza number 4.
Now batting, left fielder, Logan.
Stepping into the box, Logan Morrison. comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. A pitch out. The throw. Offline throw, but they still got him. Good job of getting the tag down there. Now the 1-0. Two runs, 6 hits, and no errors so far for the Pirates. Now he spins on one here and drives it to deep right field. Bruce is back to the track as he takes it for out number 2. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native, the left-handed bat of Neil Walker. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
That elevated fastball right there, that is the biggest change in the game today for me. When I first came up, a lot of guys working that Greg Maddux east to west.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
He wasn't even close to swinging right there. That was a stone cold take.
Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. Now another 1-2. Grounded weakly down the line toward third. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. In tight with the slider, 2-2.
I know he buried that slider in right there, but that's a dangerous pitch. If he doesn't pot commit and bury that inside, it leaks out over the plate. He can get hurt with that pitch.
And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that, the side is retired. Bucks go down quietly as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Leading off the inning, Miguel Aguilar, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Oh, missed that one by a mile. It's 0-1.
Hey, it's not always about filling up the strike zone all the time every inning. He's pitching well as we're moving into the middle innings, but interestingly, less than 50% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Hit on the ground out to short. And that's out number 1. Digging in for his second at-bat, Jay Bruce. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball 1. Ball 2 now.
Pitching isn't always about getting everyone out. Sometimes it's about being smart and knowing when to pick your battles. He's been really careful with this hitter so far, and rightfully so.
Now a swing as he rifles this one into center for a base hit.
Dan, after that base hit right there, he's got a 6-game hitting streak going.
You know what? And this could lead him on to some bigger and better things right here. He's been swinging the bat pretty well, and he's been rewarded for it, as you talked about. 6-game hitting streak so far.
Stepping in now, Dom Thompson. And there's a swing and a miss at an off-speed pitch to start him out. 0-1. flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Slapped hard the opposite way, and that ball will fall right in front of Morrison. It's a base hit.
Nothing fires me up more than watching a hitter take what a pitcher gives him. Pitches away, batter's able to keep his hands inside, not try and do too much, and just force feed a single.
To the plate now, Tyler Austin, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate. The 1-0 home is a slider that misses below the zone.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
Now the 2-0 home is offered at and missed for the first strike.
That's 3 straight sliders in a row. I'd be shocked. I would be shocked if he went to that well a 4th time. I'd be looking heated.
Now the 2-1 is a low changeup that's laid off.
I love the approach out on the mound. Everything's down in the zone as it should be, but now you find yourself in a 3-1 count. Do you elevate a little bit more and get back in this zone, or do you just pitch around them?
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. And there's a called strike at the knees as he was hoping for a base on balls there, but it's a full count now, 3-2. Hit back up the middle. He's got it. One there. On to Davis for a side retiring double play. The Yanks leave 1. They're down 2-0. So striding in, number 23. He'll start off the 5th in this one.
Number 23.
Here comes the first pitch. Swing, and there it goes. Deep to left. No chance at bringing this one back. Gone to lead off the inning. A solo shot here to left. Number 11 for him on the season. And the lead for the Pirates is now 3-0.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
At the plate now, Jose Reyes. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. That's inside. 2-0. Outside. 3-0 now.
Well, he was definitely looking fastball here, and he got one. But that was good discipline to lay off and get himself into a 3-0 count.
Too high, and that cost him ball 4.
It was obvious when the count ran to 2-0 that they were not going to give this guy anything to hit. Sometimes you have to pick your battles, and they're going to try their luck with the next hitter.
Now batting, Mike Moustakas. He was a ground-out victim last time up.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result. That's his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
Three runs, 7 hits, and no errors so far for the Pirates. That evens it up 1-1. A swing and a shot hit down the corner, and that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Hit hard on the ground to first, reined in to Crawford for 1. On to first, and Moustakas is hit into a double play.
That's one of the hardest double plays to turn right there because of the difficult throw the first baseman has to make. No problem this time, though, and they get the 2 outs they were looking for.
Giancarlo Stanton now. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Oh, and an ugly swing there. It's 0-1.
He got a swing and a miss on that last pitch, but that's not the location he wants to live in against a hitter of this quality.
A bouncer up the middle. Scooped up. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. 1 in the inning for the Pirates on the home run. And as the Pittsburgh TV guys like to say, clear the deck. Cannonball coming. On to the bottom of the 5th. It's now 3-0 Pittsburgh. Welcome back to the Bronx as we check in with Heidi.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Yankees manager to discuss his thoughts on his team's offense. And he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. Among other things, he brought up their lack of walks as a sign that they're not doing a great job of working the count and laying off pitches outside the strike zone. Going forward, he's hoping to see a better focus on competitive at-bats and more selective swings.
Thank you, Heidi. Digging in to try it again, Nick Franklin. He'll lead things off as we begin the home 5th. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a half swing here, but this is in there for a called strike 2. Right side hit hard. And this gets through into right, so he turns the 0-2 count into a leadoff base hit.
Now batting, number 66.
Into the box, number 66. And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Runner goes for second. That's a strike to throw down. Perfect throw, and they got him at second.
Well, he just showed off why he's known for having one of the better arms in the league from behind the dish. He had a big lead at first, but it didn't matter. That was a great throw.
One out, nobody on. One and two to the Yankees catcher. And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2.
He went with the off speed there once he got him to 0-2, but now that they both missed, I think we'll see more of a challenge pitch here. You don't have to give in, but you can't be too cute either.
And he popped him up. Reyes is under it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. So striding forward now, Brandon Crawford. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Santana looks in. First pitch on its way. This is pulled into right. Stanton is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Yanks held in check. Still down 3-0. Here's Chris Davis now. He's 1 for 2 in this one.
The first baseman, number 19, Chris Davis.
Here comes the first pitch. Now a swing and a deep drive to right. Into the second deck and gone. It's a solo home run for Chris Davis. 19th home run for him on the season, as the Pirates have opened it up now 4-0.
No surprise with that swing of the bat. This guy is simply one of the best in the game right now. There's not too many guys that take a beautiful hack like that in the league.
The catcher, number 41, Carlos Santana.
Standing in now, Carlos Santana. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Brannon is there, and he has it for the first out. Up next for the Buccos, Andrew McCutchen. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. Now the pitch. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Chased a low ball there, and he's quickly down in the count 0-2. And that's in there for a called third strike on the split-fingered fastball. 2 away. Stepping up now, Logan Morrison. No hits to this point. First offering on its way.
Ball 1.
Now the 1-0. And a splitter here, but he had a bit too much on it as this bounces up to the plate.
Looks like this guy's afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. Gave up that home run earlier in the inning. Needs to get back to being aggressive.
2-2.
Hey, nice job of bouncing back after the leadoff homer. 2 quick outs after the bomb, and he's got a chance to get out of this.
Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. This one misses, and that'll fill the count here. 3-2 with 2 away.
When a pitcher's close to working through a quick inning, that's when you really need to grind out some at-bats. He's done a good job of that, and that's really big when you're hitting towards the bottom of the order.
And he goes with the slider here as that misses in tight. It's ball 4.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving on up where he can really hurt you.
Ready for another shot now. Neil Walker. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Here comes the first pitch. Late that time for a strike. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. 2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. And he misses there, 1-2. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. A runner on first with 2 away. Sent in the air out to straightaway central. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. 1 in the inning for the Pirates on the home run. And as the Pittsburgh TV guys like to say, clear the deck. Cannonball coming. Bottom of the 6th coming up. It's now 4-0 Pittsburgh. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Paul Brannon. And Dan, he and his fellow top of the order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action, and they just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt. The first pitch. Try to bunt for a base hit here as he gets this one down. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Got him to go after that one, and he's in a quick hold. 0-2.
Man, this guy's really pitched well so far, attacking the strike zone, and he's really kept these hitters off balance.
Inside and high with that one. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Every ball club has that spark plug guy, and this is the guy right here. He usually ignites a lot of productive innings.
Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. So the leadoff man reaches in their half of the 6th.
And that's just another base hit in a long line of many. Seems like he's been pitching from the stretch the entire game, but somehow he's still got a shutout going. We'll see how long he can make this last.
Into the box now, Sleeve Heath. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Well, it's been a good outing so far, but he hasn't really racked up the strikeout totals that you might think, Dan.
Yeah, it amazes me how every game you pitch can be so different, Matt. Sometimes it feels like guys can't touch you and you're just punching everyone out. But other times, you don't have your good stuff and you really rely on movement and location to get outs. That's been the case for him today, and it's really working.
The 1-0 home. 1-1 the count now.
All you want is the leadoff man to get on to start a big inning, maybe get a big rally going to claw your way back into this ball game.
The 1-1 home. Swing and a liner. Foul.
You can definitely tell with that foul off right there that he's picking up spin on this pitcher's off-speed stuff. Maybe expect a fastball on this next one.
Santana will go over to first here, and the runner back in standing. The 1-2. Now a swing and a ball popped in the air back behind short. In there, a base hit.
Yeah, Matt, back-to-back base knocks right off the bat here. As we take a look at the numbers, you see they aren't that bad, but he's definitely got into a no-out jam here. We'll see if he can get out of it.
In now, Miguel Aguilar, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball one.
Well, they've yet to hang a number on the scoreboard, but it looks like they've got a great opportunity from the breakthrough. Going to be pretty demoralizing if they can't.
Fly ball out to straightaway right. Stanton giving chase. He makes the play. Runner tags and heads for third. And he'll move up to third now. Runners at the corners here with one away.
Good read there at second base to know he could make it to third on the flyout. Now he's only 90 feet away with one out.
Striding forward now, the Yankee cleanup hitter, Jay Bruce. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. First pitch on its way. Fastball just misses. That's ball one.
Well, the Yankees have been searching for that big hit pretty much all game. It remains to see if they can get it, but now it sure would be a good time.
Ready with the 1-0 now to Bruce. High and deep down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. The 1-1 home. Is swung on and missed.
With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout or you're still looking for the double play ball?
Good time to try to put the ball down in the strike zone. You can either get a strikeout or a potential double play ball.
The 1-2 gets him looking. Strike 3.
It's been a really rough day for this lineup. There's really no other way to say it. Not a lot of good scoring opportunities, and when they've had them, like right now, it's just been an uphill battle for them to make anything positive happen.
To the plate now, Dom Thompson, as he'll swing and pop it up toward the left side of the infield. Walker is there, and he puts this one away for the third out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Stepping up to the plate, number 23. He's off to a fast start in this one. 2 for 2, including a home run. Jim Henderson is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 34, Jim Henderson.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now the pitch. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2. Pulls this one in the air out to left. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in.
Dan, count goes out the window with this batter right here. It doesn't matter if it's 0-2, 2-0. He's locked.
He has great bat-to-ball skills. There are some guys that just have a knack, D-Row, of being able to get the barrel to the ball, and this is one of those guys.
At the plate, Jose Reyes. Now he'll try to bunt his way on base here, but this will roll foul. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. Comes set, and the 0-1. Grounded back up the middle. And this will be a base hit into center. So the first 2 are aboard here to kick off the 7th.
Well, Dan, the sun goes down and this guy lights up right here. That's his third knock of the night.
Talk about having a good night. 3 hits, and hey, he might have another at bat or two before this one ends.
Stepping in now, Mike Moustakas, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. The 1-0 home is swung on and missed, and that's strike 1. One and 2 now. Now a ball sprayed fouled into the seats near third. The 1-2.
Ball 2. Strike count 2-2.
And it's fouled away. The 2-2 one more time. Lifted the other way down the left field line. Left fielder is on the move, and he makes the catch in the corner. One away here for the Bucks in their half of the 7th, and set to stand in the ultra-dangerous Giancarlo Stanton. First pitch coming, here it is. Pulled the fastball down a little too much there. That's ball 1. Hit hard to the right. Foul. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Hit hard on the ground to the right. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield. And a good throw is going to hold that runner at third, so they're loaded now with only 1 away.
Boy, Dero, the game of baseball has changed. There's so much velocity in the game. That was a 96-mile-an-hour fastball that he smoked the other way.
Yeah, you have to keep your front shoulder tucked right there. You have to honor. When a guy's throwing that hard, 96 miles an hour, you have to honor that fastball and try and work it the other way to keep you on the off speed.
Now time is called, and this might be to buy a little time for that reliever to get loose. Tyler Clippard is called upon to pitch, really needing that double play ball. Bases are loaded here with only 1 man out. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Down and in here. 1.
Fun for me watching this vet out there battling in this tough spot. We've seen him in jams like this many times before, so he has plenty of experience to be able to get out of these kind of jams. And he's thinking more about that than the task at hand, which is getting this hitter out.
Here it comes, 1-0. Curveball down and in, misses, ball 2.
Nowhere to put anybody. 2-0 count, not a good spot to be in as a pitcher.
Bases are loaded here, 1 man out. 2-1 after the foul ball there. Taken high and deep to right. Bruce looking up. Gone! It's a grand slam. So he will touch them all on the grand slam, his second of the game, as they've widened this lead to 8 now. Well, that was this lineup's 3rd homer of the game.
Yeah, hey, Matty V, this big ballpark in the Bronx has that short porch in right field, D-Row, but you can hit the ball out of just about any part of this ballpark.
Yeah, this place plays sneaky small. I know it's got big gaps, but right field is so juicy. As a right-handed hitter, you don't feel like you have to cheat. Not surprised by what we saw today.
At the plate now, Carlos Santana. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. The windup and the 0-1. And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike. Fastball taken inside for a ball. 2-1 now. Now here's the pitch. Nearly got the inside, but ruled a ball.
That's a good pitch to lay off right there, that cutter inside, and that is a real tough pitch for hitters to lay off of. And a lot of times, if you do swing at that cutter in, you're going to end up with some firewood in a broken bat.
And this one misses to Santana, and he'll take that free pass down to first.
And don't forget, he gave up a long ball earlier in this inning, so you can understand why he wasn't too aggressive with him there. When he got him to 3-1, he wasn't too anxious to challenge him.
Stepping in, Andrew McCutchen. He was punched out looking at strike 3 last time through.
Yeah, in today's game, certainly don't get completely reprimanded for too many strikeouts, but no one likes to go down looking. Expect him to be a little bit more aggressive at the dish this AB.
Leaps high as he makes the catch. Well done.
It's really important to be a second baseman and have some athletic ability. And how about this right here? He goes up high to snag this line drive that was definitely headed to the outfield for a base hit.
At the plate, Logan Morrison. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. He's set, and the pitch. Ground ball sent back up the middle, and that is through into center field, a base hit. Well, it took him till the 7th, but he gets his first hit of the game here, and that'll extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he didn't come out of what he was trying to do all day, Dan. Kept the front shoulder tucked, kept the ice water in his veins, and didn't try and get too big. Extends the hitting streak. Nice job.
You know, D-Row, I talked to him before the game about the streak, and he said the toughest part is he hopes to get hits early in the game to take the pressure off. He had to wait to the 7th inning in this one to come through.
Grounded up the first baseline. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Popped him up. Number 66 moving to his left, and that ends the inning.
Ladies and gentlemen,
But 4 score for the Buccos on this grand slam home run. Get up and stretch. It's the Pirates 8 and the Yankees nothing. Ready now, Tyler Austin.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
First pitch on its way.
Oh, that's out. 10.
High and deep to right center. On the move is Stanton. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning. Digging in and looking for more, Nick Franklin. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, guys, everyone knows he's been slumping. Dan, you can certainly attest to this, only amassing a solid 1 hit in your entire career. But pressure's off now. Maybe he gets hot.
Strike one to start the at-bat. The windup and the 0-1. Grounded to first. Davis has it. And he'll step on first himself for the out. Now at the plate, number 66. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. Here's the pitch. Ball 1.
Hey, this guy's got to be pretty proud of what he's done so far. It's never easy to pitch on the road, but to have this kind of outing in a ballpark that is notoriously known as being hitter friendly, it's been a treat to watch.
2 balls and no strikes.
Hey, after those 2 breaking balls missed, you have to be sitting on a fastball right here.
Swing and a miss. Might have got a piece, actually. It's 2-1.
That swing had one purpose, and that was to put the ball over the wall. I guess he doesn't have much to lose with his team down this many at this point in the game.
Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. Santana gets the sign. Here's the 2-2. And another foul ball. 2 out, nobody on. Weak grounder down the line at third, but this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. Grounded to third, and that will conclude matters here in the 7th. This one pretty well in the bag. 8th inning coming up. It's the Pirates 8 and the Yankees nothing. Start of the 8th on its way, but first Heidi Watney standing by with this report.
Well, Matt, I talked with Pittsburgh's manager during the inning break about the Pirates' offensive production to this point. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together in the count. 5 of their hits have come from those at-bats. And although they don't want to get behind in the count as often, it's a great sign that they're not defeated when they do.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Next will be the designated hitter, number 23. It's been a nice game for him. 3 hits, including a homer to this point. Now time is called, and this might be to buy a little time for that reliever to get loose. Andrew Moore enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Number 25, Andrew Moore.
Here's the first pitch to him. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
The 1-1.
Count is 2-1. Count is 3-1.
Well, it's a pretty well-known fact that your batting average goes up as you get into more favorable hitters counts, and that's especially true when we're talking about this kind of hitter. Not a great spot to be in if you're the pitcher.
Strike two taken, a fastball that clips the inside black. Now the payoff pitch home. Oh, and he lets him off the hook there, as this isn't even close for ball four.
The bat, number 13, shortstop, Jose.
So the Pirates batting order turns over and set to go. Jose Reyes will swing it from the left side right here.
It's very difficult being a switch hitter, and very rarely do you see the same hitter from both sides of the plate. He's a far superior hitter from the left side as opposed to the right side.
Crawford fields it cleanly. The second for one. The relay not in time as he beats the throw by a step. Stepping in, Mike Moustakas, struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0 for 4 ball game right here. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Nothing in one count. Here it comes. Runners on the move for second. Hit sharply toward the right side. But the catch is made on the line out there. Will they have a shot at doubling him off first?
Now batting, right fielder, Giancarlo Stanton.
Ready for another chance? Giancarlo Stanton. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up. He's set. Here it comes.
Ball one.
Tough spot in the game right here. You have a very close call that doesn't go your way. This is when you have to really regroup as a pitcher and go out there and try to make quality pitches.
Bounce to first. He's right there. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Pirates leave one as it remains an 8-0 ball game. Bottom of the inning now, and that'll bring up the left-handed hitting shortstop and San Francisco Bay Area native Brandon Crawford.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Number 47 will take the ball now as the new pitcher.
Number 47.
Here comes the first pitch.
Ball one. Count 1-0.
Now the 1-0.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
One home now to Crawford.
Ball. 2 balls, 1 strike.
To 2-2 now.
I think it's about time to choke up on that bat and get that foot down. He's awfully tardy right now.
And this is swung on and missed as Crawford is set down on strikes, 1 away. So with his day over now, you get a look at the final pitching line for the Pittsburgh starter. He was great all night long.
Matty V, what a nice performance in this one. 7 shutout innings. Watching from the dugout now, hard to believe that he could pitch any better than he did through the first 7 innings.
Into the box now, Cole Brannon, as he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball 1. So far 2 for 3 in this one. The 1-0 is swung on and missed, strike 1. Bases are empty, one man out. On he pops it up. Reyes trying to get there. He makes the running play. 2 down. Digging in now for the Yankees, Sleeve Heath. Only 4 outs remaining for them to try and rally back in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
Hey, down in the count 0-2, I'd like to see a little choke and poke right here. Maybe work it up the middle or opposite field with 2 strikes.
Here's the pitch. That's popped up. Reyes onto the grass. He's got it. A great running play, and that'll retire the side. Ninth inning coming up. It's the Pirates 8 and the Yankees 0. Chris Davis will get another shot at it here as we take you back to inning number 7. This was his 2nd home run of the ball game, as he'd like nothing more than to make it 3 right here. From the stretch, a swing and a shot hit down the corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Racing back, the center fielder, still going back. And it's gone as they add still another. So it's a solo shot to dead center, his 3rd home run of the ball game, as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now.
Well, if you'd have told him when he woke up this morning that he was going to hit 3 home runs tonight, he would have thought he was dreaming. Well, it's a dream night, but he's wide awake.
The catcher, Carlos Santana.
So now to the plate, Carlos Santana. And a ball, 1-0. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. In for a strike, it's 1-1. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Thompson is there, and he'll bring this one in. Here's Andrew McCutchen now. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat. 1 out, nobody on. Now he'll step off. The 0-1 pitch. Down and away, ball 1.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
The 1-1 now to McCutchen. 2-1. Oh, and a perfect location there as he catches the corner for strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
Action pitch right here, 2-2. The last thing you want to do is to fall behind the count 3-2.
The pitch. So a full count now.
Boy, that's a tough pitch to lay off right there, just out of the strike zone. But listen, when you're a 300 hitter, you don't chase a lot of those so-called pitcher's pitches. This guy knows the strike zone.
Grounded straight into the shift on the left side. Fielded cleanly. Throw not nearly in time as he reaches it first.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step one, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
In now, Logan Morrison, as he will swing at the first pitch and line this one into left center, and that's going to get down for extra bases. McCutchen rounds the corner and is headed home, and he's safe at the plate as they extend their lead even further.
Sometimes it's hard to explain when a game is this lopsided. A lot of things just kind of snowball on you. One thing leads to another, a big hit, which leads to another, some bad defense, some shoddy pitching. Next thing you know, you look up and you're on the wrong side of a whole lot of badness.
Into the box, Neil Walker, as he'll look at a slider that runs in too far for ball 1. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0 for 4 ball game right here. Walker waits on the 1-0. 2-0 now.
Somebody's getting frustrated. He's not used to getting hit around like this.
Curveball, and he's just not getting the calls here. It's 3-0 now.
And when you're already down by a bunch, this is where a guy's got to take some responsibility out there and at least start throwing some strikes.
Runner at second here with 1 man out. And that misses, ball 4. So with 1 out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning.
Well, some might say a walk there is okay because you've got first base open, but he's been struggling out there. And if you're going to work around hitters, you don't want to work around hitters in the bottom of the lineup.
Digging in once again, number 23, trying to keep it going. A perfect 3 for 3 thus far. Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball. Still only 1 out in the inning. Swinging a hard liner to short, and a backhanded try into the hole at short, but this gets on by. And they'll hold that runner at third as everybody moves up a base, and they're loaded with 1 away.
Boy, talk about having a day, D-Roy. He gets his 4th knock of the game, but mixed in with one of those 4 was a round tripper. Not a bad day.
Yeah, you have 5, maybe a handful of games that you can throw out 4 knocks throughout the course of the year. Add in a tater to go with it. He's smiling. His food's going to taste better tonight.
Stepping in now, Jose Reyes. But gloved by the third baseman for the out. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Mike Moustakas, 8th batter of the inning now with the bases loaded and 2 away. Open stance by Moustakas, and now the pitch. Well, the shortstop's got him played perfectly as he takes this in for the 3rd out. So they do strike for 2, but it could have been much worse as they strand the bases loaded. Heart of the order 3, 4, and 5 will get their shot in the bottom of the 9th. Pittsburgh leads this one 10-0. Striding in once again, Miguel Aguilar. He's going to lead things off in their half of the ninth as they try to avoid the dreaded shutout.
It's never a good feeling to get shut out, and over the course of the season, it's bound to happen a few times. They've just been overmatched by good pitching.
Jake McGee, a southpaw standing 6'3", gets the ball now out of the bullpen.
Jake McGee.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. McGee, a former Tampa Bay Ray, he was acquired via trade last year.
Yeah, this guy's fully settled in with this ball club right now. Knows what the manager and coaching staff expect from him. Is not taken aback by anything. He's been through the spring training process and gotten to know everybody in this organization top to bottom.
The 0-1 pitch. Fly ball out toward left center field. And that'll get down out there near the wall. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
He just tattoos this ball right here. Tried to sneak a fastball in on him? No way. Drives it to deep left center field gap, and that was a nice job to get the barrel around in time to score that baby up.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Jay Bruce, and his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Lefty against lefty here as this is taken for a ball. 1-0. 2-0 the count to Jay Bruce.
Well, both of those balls have been inside, so if I'm hitting, I'm looking for something I can get my arms extended on. Probably won't come back inside for a third time.
Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. The 3-0. And he misses there for ball 4. So runners are at first and second now with nobody out.
Now batting, the left fielder.
Standing in, Dom Thompson. Here comes the first pitch. Fouled off.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
Liner towards second. And that's through into center field. Base hit. He'll come home with it. And he will get there ahead of the throw to Santana, safe at the plate.
Boy, that's an aggressive send there, D-Lo, because this outfielder has a very strong throwing arm.
Yeah, when you're sitting in a hitter's meeting, that's stuff they go over. So every base runner is on notice, knowing that this guy's got one of the strongest arms in the league, but they challenged him, and it worked.
At the plate now, Tyler Austin, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1.
He struggled a bit coming out of the bullpen here, so he needed that strike. Maybe it settles him down a little bit.
McCutchen is right there, 1 down. So digging in now, Nick Franklin. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Line drive to center field. And that's in there. Base hit. And the runner from second is in to score.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Kept his shoulders square, his hands inside the baseball, and was able to fight off a good, nice executed pitch for a knock.
standing in now, number 66, as he will take a look at a fastball in there as that strike zone expands just a little. It's 0-1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Pause. Now the pitch. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Good waist pitch. 1-2.
Man, that's a good take there on that 0-2 fastball. Just missed. He must have a really good eye at the plate.
Into the corner and slicing foul. Runners are at first and third, 1 away. And he fouls this one off. Here he comes again, 1-2. And that misses 2-2.
Man, this guy's a grinder. Fouls off good pitches and doesn't seem to swing at the ones just off the corner. This guy's a pitcher's nightmare.
The 2-2 fouled away.
4 foul balls in this AB. Pitcher cannot find anywhere to go to put this guy away.
The 2-2 swing and a liner. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit. In to score the runner from third.
Boy, what a battle there, D-Roll. Several pitch at bat right there. He threw everything but the kitchen sink, and he was still able to get an RBI base hit.
And Dan, I can't tell you, the longer the ABs go, usually, I'll tell you, you get in that swing mode where if he throws the rosin bag, you're pulling the trigger on it. Wait for him to settle in his zone and not come outside of it and end up getting a knock.
Now time is called, and this might be to buy a little time for that reliever to get loose. Drew Pomerantz enters from the bullpen, hoping to get the final 2 outs and put this one into the win column.
Drew Pomerantz.
Now time asked for and granted by the home plate umpire. Hunter Pence will get the call to pinch hit here, and he'll find he has a couple of runners aboard with only 1 out in the inning. And here's a called strike to the 36-year-old veteran. It's 0-1. 3 runs already home here. And it's fouled away. Here it comes on 0-2. Looped out toward third. To second for 1. On to first, and he rolls a double play ball to end it here as this ball game is over.
Yeah, and they end this thing with style, turning that double play to preserve the win. That's what we call finishing strong.
10-3 at the end of this contest. Pittsburgh put a 10 spot on the scoreboard in this one. Irvin Santana with his 4th win this season. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Here now is our final line score tonight. For the victorious Pirates, 10 runs, 17 hits, no errors. They left 10 men on base. For the Yankees, 3 runs, 11 hits, no errors. They left 8 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 41 minutes. Our paid attendance here tonight at Yankee Stadium, 47,309. The Yankees thank you for attending and remind you to please get home safely.